Hey guys, what's up? This is Absolution dude, and it is time to do my first official rant. And today's rant is going to be about something a bit controversial. This rant is going to be about Recolours. Now, before I begin, let me explain what my definition of a recolor is. To me, a recolor is any screenshot, any picture, whether it be anime, fan art, official art, whatever, and you take that into MS Paint, Photoshop, GIMP, whatever, and either edit it or simply just change the colors, and then you call it a completely different character. Now that we have that out of the way, let me tell you what I don't define as a recolor. What I don't define as a recolor is... I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a character who is just a white Sonic. However, you draw that character yourself. That would not be considered a recolor, at least in my eyes. I mean, it still wouldn't be original, but it wouldn't be a recolor. And then we have the recolor so-called artists. Now, before I go on to this subject, I want to say that the description I'm about to give the recolor artists, not everyone who recolors is like this. But here is the generic recolor artist impression. Oh my god! I've created a white Sonic! This is so original! I must put it onto YouTube for everyone to see. But first, I must develop a story for this character. Ooh, I know! I will have his entire village burned down by Dr. Robotnik, and then he will swear on his life to get revenge, and he will be faster than Sonic, stronger than Knuckles, smarter than Tails, etc., etc. You get the idea. But like I said, not all recolor artists are like this. I know about one or two people who recolor, or at least used to recolor, but I still found their videos pretty funny. The generic recolor artists that I was referring to don't suck just because they recolor. They suck because they can't come up with an original character to save their lives, not just in design, but in backstory and personality. Now, generally, there's two main things you can do to really strike down a character's personality. Three things, actually. Number one, you give them abilities that can outrank that of official Sonic characters, i.e. being faster than Sonic, stronger than Knuckles, smarter than Tails, etc., etc. The second thing is giving them any strong relationship to any of the official Sonic characters, as in, like, Sonic's brother, or Knuckles, I don't know, girlfriend, or Shadow's stalker, or whatever. The third thing is having their entire family killed. Now, I do have one Sonic fan character who has a family who's completely dead, but that's kind of beside the point. At least he doesn't brood about that all the time. In fact, he really does. But anyway, let's get off of recolors for a short second and talk about the edits for a minute here. You see, what an edit is basically it's a recolor, but instead of being completely recolored, they add a few more features onto their characters to make it look halfway original. However, the problem with this is that it's still what is considered art theft. It's considered art theft on DeviantArt. It might as well be considered art theft on YouTube or anywhere else. But generally, when it comes down to it, edits are really no better than recolors. They're not. You're still taking a screenshot from Sonic X, or a fan art from someone, or official art from Sega, and dumping it into MS Paint, GIMP, Photoshop, whatever, and making it into a quote-unquote new character. And another thing, I have tried recoloring before, just to see how easy it is for these people. It was a pain in the ass, really. I really don't see how recoloring is any better or any easier than just drawing your own character. I mean, that's what I've always done, and that's the easiest way for me. It beats the crap out of recoloring in both originality and effort. I mean, it's not that hard, and it really doesn't matter if you're particularly good at drawing or not. It's still a hell of a lot more original than recoloring. I mean, I understand that people just recolor for fun, but really, that's a pretty crappy hobby. I mean, I've got nothing against it if you just recolor for the hell of it, so long as you realize that your work isn't original. And there are people who do realize that, but they still recolor anyway, and I don't have a problem with that. However, there are people that do think their work is original and will bash anybody who says otherwise, and that is just retarded. But anyway, I think that concludes my rant. In general, recolors are retarded, edits are just as retarded as recolors, and recolor artists are really stupid. At least the generic ones who think their work is original. And that's pretty much all I've got to say. So until next time, over and out.